Hello there. I just wanted to do a quick example here of how to freeze panes. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I've got three columns of data here. And you notice that when I start scrolling down, I've got a lot of stuff. I've got customer numbers, I've got a sale amount, I've got a date. And when I scroll, I lose the heading. And like you start scrolling down here, it's like, wait, you might realize this is the sale amount and this is the customer number and this is obviously the date, but you could imagine a situation where you've got lots of columns of info, lots of different numbers, text, whatever, and you'd like to be able to view this upper row. I'm going to go ahead and center that a little bit, just kind of make it a little nicer. There's something called freeze panes, which what you do here, this is Microsoft Excel. I'm using Microsoft Office 365. You go up to View, and you go over here to freeze panes. Now, one of the most popular ones would just be to freeze the top row. Keep the top row visible while scrolling through the rest of the worksheet. So when you do that, you'll notice I can scroll all the way. I can just keep going if I want to, and it keeps that top row frozen, which is really great. I can scroll back up and do it that way. You can do other things. Now, you can imagine like I might have something else under here. You can do other things. You can freeze it based on where your cursor is. I don't know why you would want to do it on this data, but just as an example, well, you can first of all unfreeze the panes, all right, and then we're back to where we were. I can go over here, click on row 10, and I could say freeze panes, keep rows and columns visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls based on the current selection. So notice I highlighted row number 10. So if I click that, what's going to happen now is that the first 9 rows are all frozen, and you can see it goes from 9 to 74. I can scroll everything after uh, row 9. Now you might say, well, why would I want to do that? Well, just imagine you've got other things, like maybe it's a different worksheet. You've got some other things in these first few rows. You might want to actually freeze more than one row. So that's what that is. Again, you unfreeze it and you're back to normal. Your other option would be to freeze the first column. So maybe you don't have your titles across the top, your header here across the top. Maybe you've got it in the first column. Well, you can also freeze that first column. Now, it doesn't do anything this way, but you can see I can scroll right and left, and it's freezing that customer number. So that's kind of useful if you want to freeze your columns. All right, that's just the basics of freezing. So yeah, that's about it. I hope that's been helpful. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. I'd like to keep trying to give you guys some more quick tips if possible. Have a good one. See you later.